Hello guys, welcome back to some more Katawa Shoujo. In this episode, or last time, I always say in this episode, but last time, we, we ended the game at Risk. We asked the girls where the librarians, we kind of got lost, we talked to Lily, we had a nice tea conversation with Lily, and then Lily, being blind, brought us to the library with her cane that she's holding right now, and then the librarian was under the desk, and then she kind of came out from under the desk. I think she was asleep, personally, but, you know, whatever. And so now we're back here. So, for a second, she visibly intends to engrave the name on her mind, so she won't forget. Yeah. Yuko often arranges import foreign books in Braille for me. Would you like to tell Hisa a little something about the library? Lily's innocent suggestion is met with an expression of abject terror. Please, Lily, I can't. I don't know what he could be interested in. This is too much responsibility. How it's any responsibility at all, I don't get it. But her objection is so sincere that I don't doubt for a second that she'd rather disembowel herself on the spot than tell me where the light novels are. But... So, there are a lot of books in Braille here? I attempt to save the day by asking the first thing that pops into my head. It seems to work partially, as Yuko seems to not exactly relax, but look slightly less tense. Well, I think it's about the third or a fourth of Yamaku's library is either in Braille or audio. Makes sense, given all the blind students that'd be here. If it's only that, how come this library is so big in the first place? Well, we get a lot of new books regularly because the library is adequately endowed. That's probably why. I spend more on the new books than on my salary, and then I have to organize and shelve all of them. It's troublesome, and they weigh so much. I wish I could quit this job. ... A very awkward silence follows this revelation of too much information. I'll go check the aisles then, if you don't mind. It's probably for best of all of us if he doesn't keep talking to me. Very well. Meanwhile, Yuko and I will have those books, if it's alright with you. More time passes. My first impression was right. The library was surprisingly big. Yeah. Ambling down the narrow aisles. I mean, I can't tell. There's only 2, 3, 5 things with books on it. Ambling down the narrow aisles. I study the spines of books and round them all, occasionally sliding one out to read the blurb. The blurb? I don't think I've ever heard of someone called it the blurb. Taking it with me if it looks good. In a few moments, I have a respectable stack of books in my arms. I guess I'll never be stuck for choice in here. The normality of the library sinks in. Sure, there are large print and braille books scattered throughout, but is it what the library? Is it a library? I don't know. I think it's a library. It's as if the calm mood from the room I had tea with Lily snuck in with us in here. Unless it was. I have to do something really quick. Be right back. And we're back. Alright, let's continue. Something about that puts me at ease, just like before. I reached the end of the aisle, going to find a collection of desks set up for study or personal reading. Going a little further, though, I discovered that there were a nice quiet corner at the back. While the rest of the library has the odd student sitting at a desk, either reading or stealthily sleeping, the back is pretty much deserted. I glance around. I see someone who I recognize sitting on the several beanbags. It's the dark-haired girl. It's the dark elf girl from my class. The one who snuck out of the classroom earlier. She's reading a book, keeping it close to her face, which makes her look like she's really into it. From the way she was acting today, I pegged her as more of a delinquent than a bookworm. The fact her mysterious disappearance from the class raises all sorts of whys in my head. Yeah, intrigue floats slowly, intrigue floats slowly but surely towards the surface, and I notice before I know it, I'm walking towards a mysterious girl with long hair. I guess there's no harm in introducing myself as I would with anyone else. She's a classmate after all. Walking over to another beanbag, I take a seat and lay my books beside it. The girl looks scaredly up at me from underneath her fringe. This is the first time I've seen her this close. Underneath her long, dense bangs, I can see that part of her face, at least a third, is pretty badly scarred. Her eyes immediately drawn to the scars. My eyes were subconsciously peeking past her hair until they meet her own eyes. For a second I'm shocked, and divert my eyes to the books in my hand before I realize that looking away probably only makes it worse. It takes too many seconds for me to collect myself and remember what I walked up for. I have to save. Sorry, I have to do it. I have to okay. I'm gonna go with this one. It's okay. The girl certainly doesn't look like it's okay, but I let it slide. So, do you mind if I sit here? She seems to be uncertain whether it's okay for me, okay or not for me to sit, but finally she nods just a little. Oh, okay. I take the seat next to her, and she hides herself behind the book. Life of Pi. I've heard of it. So, sorry again for starting you. I'm Hisa. She looks up from her book a little before replying. I know. We are in the same class. Her speech is stilted and so quiet that it is barely audible even in the still library. Somehow, I think that my delinquent impression of her was wrong. Hanako. I'm Hanako. I resist the urge to say, that's a nice name, just to have something to say, but really, that's the only thing I can think of. I feel like an idiot. Everyone here must be used to being different to each other, and here I am, being all bothered and fussed about that kind of thing. Don't let me interrupt your reading. I'll just check these books if you don't mind. She nods a little, and sighs a little sigh of relief. ... So I tried to read the covers and introductions of the books I picked up, and she buries her face in her book. Uncomfortable silence consumes us. My eyes still wander to her direction, and I sneak peeks of her flowing hair and the scars it's hiding. After a while, I realize that she's doing the same, only pretending to be immersed in Life of Pi. Her gaze is not inquisitive at all. It darts around like a scared rabbit. When our gazes finally meet, the chain reaction is unstoppable. She stands up forcefully from the beanbag, takes a deep breath. I've gotta go do something. Runs away. Without warning, Hanako takes off and runs towards the counter. Her hair-like takeoff catches me so off guard that I don't manage to go after her until she has a good head start. By the time I reach the counter, she's nowhere to be seen. Lily and Yumiko are happily chatting away. Knowing that I won't be able to catch Hanako myself, I approach the girls. Hey, did you see or notice a girl run past here? Maybe. What did she look like? Long dark hair, kinda shy. She had, well, some scars on her face. You wouldn't be talking about Hanako, would you? Yeah, that's her. I saw her reading and tried to talk to her, but I think I scared her off or something. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yuika, would you excuse me? I'd better try and find her. Sure. I'll just hold on to these until you come back. What's going on? I'm sorry, but I'll have to explain it to you some other time. Right, I'll see you later then. Lily hastily grabs her cane and hurries out of the library, leaving me alone with Yuiko. Oh no. I don't think I'll ever get the hang of this place. Did I do something wrong? What did you do? Nothing, I was just looking for some books and then she got this fit and ran off. The most offending thing I can think of was I looked in your general direction a few times. Well, she is a very timid girl. You have to be very careful around here. She can be very jumpy, I think, and she's not accustomed to to talking with other people. Isn't that a bit strange? I wonder. It's just how she is, I think. Yuko doesn't sound all that convincing. Then again, maybe it's just that norm around here. Maybe it's just the norm. Everyone has their own problems, or else they wouldn't be here. But how should I deal with these people? Forcing myself to act overly casually makes me feel phony. Like I was supposed to be ignoring the elephant in the room. Yuko fidgets like she wants to say something to that, but resists it. I think it's only an elephant if you feel that way. I guess she doesn't have a good sense of self-restraint. It makes me smile, and she blushes heavily. Did that sound stupid? No, it sounded really wise. I guess you're right. It's more about me than everyone else. Neither of us have anything to add, so Yuka fills the silence by shuffling some papers around. People who have papers on their desk really like doing that. Yeah, I've noticed that actually. Did you find any books? I should be closing soon. I mean, the library should be closing soon. But I have to do it. I hope that's not too inconvenient for you. Oh yeah, I have some books. I left them over there because... I'll just go get them. I fetched my stack of books from beside the beanbag where Hanako and I were sitting and returned to the counter. Wow, you read a lot, don't you? I surprised myself with that too, honestly. At least when I really think about it. I had a lot of free time earlier this year, so I kind of started reading books to fill that time. I couldn't do much else. I see. But she doesn't say anything else and just checks out my books for me. I guess this is what they call tact. Back to my room. Here we go. Holding the library books with one arm, I trawl my pocket for the key to open the door. A sudden sound from behind me startles me, making me nearly drop the books I'm carrying, or the sudden key that I'll almost manage to get into the lock. Who is it? I don't know who to get. Oh, it's, I turn around to see who's talking to me. It's Kenji. He seems to be in a friendly mood, although the light glinting off his glasses in the dark gives him a sinister look. It's just me. This makes him pause and lick his lips nervously. Who is me? Who is me? I don't know anyone call me. Are you some new guy again? His voice is suddenly strained and quick. Yes, but we met before, yesterday. I don't think so. I would remember someone who I met only yesterday. When was that? What day is it today? I tried to ignore him. Is he joking or what? Prove that we've met before. You live across the hall like you're Kenji. Kenji jumps back, his eyes filled with uncomprehending fear. How do you know my name? Damn. This can only mean one of two things. Either we haven't met and you're telling the truth, and I can't remember it, or you were a spy. He pauses. A psychic spy. His eyes dart around the room, trying to peek into my room, although it's hard to believe that he can see anything through those thick glasses. His mood swung from friendly to maniac in less than a minute. I'm not psychic. How do I know that? I'm not a mind reader. Kenji points a finger in my face, damningly. Unlike you! Stop that, man. We met yesterday. What's wrong with you? I live in this room. Lies. If you can think you could pass as Heisao because I'm legally blind, you are sorely mistaken. You don't even look like him. I mean, the resemblance is real slim. Maybe at a distance. But who do you think you're kidding? I want to grab him by the shoulders and shake him. Exasperated, I rub my eyes and let out a heavy sigh. Stay there. Kenji comes closer, one careful step at a time. I stay still. At least he did assault me physically. Although I doubt he would do much damage even if he did. Oh wait, I see it now. Damn, it is really you. It really is you. Sighing again, then once again, for good measure, I step backwards just in case. What's up, man? You don't look too good. I think something's wrong? I don't know. I just had something stupid happen to me. A few stupid things, actually. Even if you just count this one. I can't get a proper touch on the other people here. I have no idea if it's because of me or because of them. I don't know why I'm telling this to Kenji. It's not like we've had any other contact either. That's rough, dude. Yeah, I'm sorry about calling you a psychic spy and all, but you never can be too careful. It's the hard reality we live in. I'm starting to think that Kenji isn't necessarily reliving in the same reality as the rest of us. You see, this is how it is, the world. There's no justice, you see. And even when I lose, I win because I don't lose the lesson. What does that even mean? It doesn't matter. He dismisses it flatly with a wave of his hand. So what happened? Why the long face? Do you have a long face? It's nothing. I just scared off some girl accidentally. Literally, too. She's actually ran away from me. Was it my fault, really? I think it was my fault, really. I think I'm not really used to all this yet. A girl? A cute one? Cute? That's a hard question. She had a nice body and really beautiful hair, but the face... I guess it could go either way. You know the answer, but of course, I have to save before this. There we go. You guys know the answer. She was cute. Yeah, cute, I guess. I knew it! There are a lot of cute girls here. A strangely disproportionate amount. I believe this is one of the dark secrets of this school. I tried to warn you, man, but did you listen? I don't remember any such warning. Dark secrets? Yes, dark secrets. Extremely dark, like a black hole. Have you noticed that the number of girls in this school is slightly but significantly higher than the number of boys? It's like 60-40. I think that's because plot convenience. He turns his head to the left and stares off into the distance at nothing. Why is this? I mean, to the untrained eye, it doesn't appear that bad, but that's like a full 20%. One would think this pool is with such a large... would be my dream, but no! What I'm about to tell you could blow your mind. Are you ready? I don't know where this is going, but I think I won't be missing much by cutting out now. No, I'm not ready. I only get as far as turning the doorknob before Kenji starts talking again, showing that he really doesn't care if my mind is blown or not. I believe that this school is a battleground, the site of a feminist infiltration. This disparity in the number of men to women is a clear sign of how far they have come. In case this cold world turns hot, they will have superiority in numbers. Just another skirmish. The eternal war against the forces of feminists. They're everywhere in Japan. Women outnumber men. It's not a 60-40 split, but it's only a matter of time, man. Even in America, women are the majority by a hair. They're building up their numbers. In the past, the buildup of a military has always been a clear sign of imminent war. Japan is just the first step. Our economy is badass, and the country itself is small and isolated, yet a huge part of the Pacific in terms of political value. The perfect target? They are so cunning, as expected of women. Soon the day will come when... Kenji voice trails off ominously. That's why you can't trust them. They will string you along and then kill you, just as they killed me. You'll end up just like me. Oh, hell no. I can't stop myself from blurting it out. Hey, what the hell does that mean? You said it, not me. That's the best I can think of. So, you're not supposed to say something like that. Damn, so rude. Where was I? Oh yeah, that vast feminist conspiracy. Stop it. I lost you way back there. Somewhere around feminist infiltration. Too hard to follow? It's cool. I have some graphs and stuff in my room. And puppets. You like puppets? No puppets. You don't like puppets? Okay, graphs are still cool though, right? He speaks energetically, responding almost before I'm done talking, moving his hands in an animated way as he continues to rant on. This is too strange. I had picked him as a relatively normal, but it's clear that I was wrong. So wrong. And with that, I think we'll have to end today's episode. So if you guys enjoyed today's episode, leave a like. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe maybe. And I hope to see all you peoples next time. Goodbye.